Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Chris Motionless from Motionless and White, and you are watching HeavyMetal.dk. Refined and streamlined. You answered the question perfectly. I think a good representation of where the band has been trying to go for a really long time. We always talk about Reincarnate, the album prior, as being like the album where we like truly found ourselves. And with Graveyard Shift, it is exactly what you said, just a very refined version of what we felt Reincarnate was, and there wasn't as much like band soul searching. It was more like, we know exactly what we want to do, let's just do it. And yeah, I like the album a lot. The song was written in 2016, which is insane now to think that it's 2018. It feels like the song was finished like a couple months ago. The last 2 years, or last year and a half, have just like flown by. I don't even like, I look back, I'm like, wait, we recorded an album like a year ago. Yeah, so 570 in 2016 was our 10-year anniversary of being a band. And we've never done a song that was really kind of like a look back or like a retrospective to what we've been through, what we've done, just 10 years of being a band. And I felt like this record being written, at least on that 10-year anniversary, there had to be that song that commemorated all this time of hard work and all this time of hard work and everything that's gone into getting us to where we are. And there's just so many reflective moments on just myself and the band, and so many deep thoughts and recalls to past lyrics and past songs. It's really just everything that is 10 years of being a band, and being a person in the band. That just makes it what it is, and it's very personal. It's always been, for me, we usually write the music first, and then I'll use the music as like the motivating, not the motivating factor, but like the mood setting factor that determines what I want to write about. You know, I don't want to take a really angry, aggressive song and try to write something happy. So I usually like to wait till the music's done, and then I'll go in and I'll see my notes that I have for lyrics or song themes, and I'll just kind of feel which one that music applies to. As far as writing the music, it's been pretty much the same the whole time. There's not as much, like, we don't all get in a room and just jam songs out. That's never been successful for us. It's always ended up turning out to just be more of a turbulent experience than positive. So we just kind of work on things individually, or I'll go work with my producer friends, and Ricky and I will send, there's Ricky right now. Ricky and I will send things via email to each other, and we'll piece songs together through email, which is really crazy that it's a lot of people would think that sounds very impersonal, but it's actually, for us, perfect. It works out so good that we do work together a lot, but we find that the better work that we do with each other is when we're not actually with each other, and it's really cool because then there's less frustration and less a feel of stress to have to get something done right on the spot. We could take some time and think about it. So yeah, it's a lot better now. I mean, it's obviously nothing's going to be as important as the music. You could look like the coolest fucking person in the world, but if your music sucks, I guess maybe I shouldn't say that for everybody, because I'm sure there's some bands that I don't exactly like their music, but somehow they ended up being really popular. But I guess that's just music in general. So we do focus on the music first and foremost, but we're the band that we've always been attracted to, bands that had that total package, that created a world of different levels of interest in what you can look at the band being. All the bands that influenced us, all the bands that we've always really loved, the iconic bands that made us want to be in a band, are all the ones that have that total package. And that's just the same path that we followed. We want people to go to our shows and see a show that looks like our music come to life on stage. We want people to look at a photo of us and think like, oh, that looks like what the band sounds like, and have it be just this nice cohesive piece of art in every aspect. So it is very important to us.
Now you can sit with us.
I think the getting on stage is the moment where I get to like either come out and try to, show my sense of humor or show the aggressive parts of myself. It's allowed me to do, and especially over the years, I'd say the humorous side more than anything, it's allowed me to kind of feel a little bit more comfortable with coming out and showing more of a side of who I am that I kind of internalize, or that I only really get to show to a select group of people that I'm close with. That's just why I think that's why I just gravitated towards music. It's because it is that outlet, and it allows me to express all my feelings and my thoughts, and I guess it's the most therapeutic thing I found, and the only thing I'm the most passionate about at that level, for that reason. So yeah. Did you say my personal one?
Yeah.
Wow. It's weird and it's not weird. Like, it's weird because I know me and my friends know me, and I've never been the kind of person that walks around being like, everyone wants to meet me, like it's not like that. Of course, I've never done like my own meet and greet. We're a band. That's what we are. That's what Motionless and White is. We're a band, and I think it's cooler when people want to meet everyone, and I love that everyone has a different favorite member of the band. That's so cool. Like, when I think back to bands, like, everyone really knows I'm a big Marilyn Manson fan, but during like the golden age of Grotesque era, I actually was obsessed with Tim Skold and John 5, because I fucking loved that they were like such a sick band, and that's what I like more. So it is weird for me to think that people are a fan of me enough to want to, have whatever amount of followers, but I think it translates into the fact that it's because of the band, and that makes it cool for me. And when we do the Q&As and the VIPs, everyone's there to meet the band, and it's special because then I get to hear fans ask questions that I would have wanted to ask the other guys, and that's pretty cool for me to be a part of.
Strip me down, tear me apart. You'll find one thing left. You'll sign your stuff until my feet.
Well, we've been on a bus now, I think since 2013, with the exclusion of one tour. So we've been really fortunate enough to, have the budget to travel on buses, which is life-changing. We had been touring for a lot of years in like a small van, just crunched in there together, and then we switched to an RV, and I miss a lot of those moments, but obviously at this level you need to be touring in something that can support everybody, and you can get a good night's rest and have everyone be comfortable and have everything. So that's the biggest difference. I think obviously just having done it now at this point now for 12 years, it's just so much experience that we walk into a place and there's not really like this moment of trying to figure out what's going on, what do we do. And at this point now, we've been to some of these places in foreign countries so many times that we even know where stuff is there. So that's pretty wild to like roll up to London and be like, okay, I'm gonna go get food at Wagamama down the road because I know exactly where it's at. That's bizarre to me. I never really saw that happening in my life, where I would know exactly where things are in other countries. But it's all great things that have changed over the years.
It's all I've known. I'm crossing over the untitled. For so long, no one was listening.
We often question question ourselves on this a lot because they just keep seeming to happen over and over. A personal goal for me, it's cool you're asking this question because just a few days ago, one of my like biggest personal dreams ever came true, to have one of our songs played in an ice hockey arena, like during an ice hockey game. And I'm a big fan of the NHL and hockey over in the States, and I just saw somebody had sent a video to me where one of our songs is playing in the arena. I was just like, I was like the happiest I've been in so long, and just to see such crazy personal dreams coming true, I wonder what is left. I think for everybody, I would say probably like the biggest collective dream would be to like maybe tour with Rammstein or something like that, where it's just like this insane level touring dream come true thing that would be really cool. I think as far as people that we want to work with, everyone, when we get asked this question, usually says that it would be really cool to have Corey Taylor on like one of our songs and stuff like that. So yeah, I think probably doing a tour with Rammstein would be like the number one dream for all of us collectively. Well, it hasn't happened yet, so we need to make it fucking happen. We really just love what we do. It's not a very complicated answer. It's not like we don't really have to search for motivation. It's there because this is what we're passionate about. There's good days, there's bad days. There's a lot more good days than there are bad days, and I guess really until that may ever change, where we find ourselves struggling mentally or physically to be on the road, or financially, until there's a struggle, I don't really see a moment where we're ever going to lose our fire about it. And then I know that even when there is a struggle, like it's an interesting concept because it always is a struggle at all times to stay afloat and be a band. But we have reached a level where now we can do it comfortably, and I think maybe until those things start to dwindle away, if they do at any point, then that's just motivation enough to see that what we're doing is liked by people, and people want to watch our interviews and watch our show and support our music. That's all a band could ask for. So we're just stoked and ready to just keep doing this. Cool. So yeah.